Can you guys hear me all right? Yes? Excellent. Welcome, everybody. Let's begin finding your comfortable seat. And maybe if you haven't moved yet this morning, I know most of you have, but if you haven't moved yet this morning, is just do a little bit of cat and cow, a little bit of shoulder rolling, shrugging. It is one of those things that, again, we go about our day. And then when we have the timer set, right, because that's a suggestion, you set a timer to make sure that you sit to meditate. So, of course, the timer goes off and you're like, all right, mind, settle down, meditate. And it doesn't work, right? Your mind says, no, I wasn't done doing this. And right? It's jarring. So you come to sit to meditate and it's as though, again, you're setting a stage, you're setting a place for you to meet yourself. So if there's not a niceness to the way you set up your meditation, there's that harsh, I've got this amount of time, so get in there and get going. You're going to fight with your mind. So get the body to move. And then start to find the seat that feels like the seat that needs to be today. Again, if that means you need props, use props. Don't be so comfortable in your chair that you're going to fall asleep. Good, sit upright. Again, because it will mean that there's no strain in your spine the longer that you sit. Good. Then we're starting with alternate nostril breath. So if you would like to, left hand can rest on the knees or the thighs, thumb and first finger together to touch, Dhyana Mudra. Right hand comes up in front of you. You can either extend middle and pointer finger to rest at the third eye, or fold those fingers in towards the palm. Stick out the thumb, ring, and pinky. Good, deep breath in. And then using the thumb to close off the right nostril, exhale out through the left. And inhaling through the left nostril. Close off with your ring and pinky, exhale through the right. Good, inhaling through the right. Closing off, exhale through the left. Good. Just continue to let your breath move in and out through each nostril. You let the mind notice all the things that it notices. That's the thing when you begin meditation or breath work, is let the mind do its thing. Don't try and shut it off. So let it notice which nostril feels like it's more open. Let it complain about your allergies. Let it talk about what is not yet comfortable in your posture, what you still need to do later. And just as all of that thought is happening, you bring more and more of your attention to, oh, but there's the feel of the inhale as it slides through the sinuses and exhales out the other side. There's the flow of the breath rising up into, touch that space of the third eye, and then it slides away again. So you let yourself get lost in the rhythm of the breath. And without trying to make the thoughts go away, you just focus more on here is the breath moving, and those thoughts will begin to quiet, fade. They might not disappear, but it doesn't matter where they go. Your attention is following the flow of the breath in and out, alternating the nostrils. And if there is congestion, because we are in allergy season, and it is difficult to breathe out of one nostril or both, is you can do this mentally. You can drop the hand entirely and just follow the breath with your mind in through one nostril, out through the other. It will still work. If you would like to add a mantra to this breath, as you are breathing in, sound is Ram. Breathing out, sound is Sita. Breathing in, Ram. Breathing out, Sita. Let's say we're in Ramayana season. Ram's birthday was last week. Hanuman's birthday is Tuesday. This is the time when we tend to celebrate that connection to those energies that are how we live a devoted life, what our heart is actually aligned with, devoted to, what our interpretation, our relationship is with the divine, with God, and how that lives in the world. It's not separate from. It's there when you're paying your taxes. It's there when you're grocery shopping, when you're vacuuming. So we look to what is that relationship and how does it live in the mind? How does it show up in the body? How easily we lose sight of it and how we learn to bring it back. And if you're using the mantra, breathing in Ram, exhaling Sita. The two sides of the divine, masculine, feminine. Two sides of yourself, right and left brain. And the place where they come together, where they meet, they unify. Because that's really you, not one or the other. And if nothing else, you're following the flow of the breath. If holding the arm up is getting tiring, you can always place the other hand underneath your elbow for support. Breathing in Ram, exhaling Sita. The endless cycle, is it Ram first or Sita first? It's Ram and Sita, Ram, Sita, Ram, Sita, Ram, Sita. Sita, Ram, Sita, Ram, Sita, Ram. Ram's name, just his name, is said to be more than or equal to any other mantra. Repeating the sound of unconditional divine love overcomes all darkness, all suffering, restores faith, aligns you with your truest self. The next time you exhale through the right nostril, release the breath. Let that right hand drop down to the knees or the thighs, either letting the thumb and first finger come to touch or maybe releasing both hands, palms facing up. Letting your breath return to its easy flow, no restriction. Letting the echo of Sita, Ram continue with your inhale and your exhale. And we're told that we don't even have to know what the names mean. Just to repeat them will awaken that energy in you. You don't have to know the story of the Ramayana for Ram and Sita to be powerful mantras. Just let it circulate with your breath. Sita, Ram, Ram, Sita. Let all the worry in the mind fade to that space beyond where there's just that cycling of Sita and Ram. Don't worry about what it's supposed to do. Just by repeating what's called the sacred name. As you're repeating the sacred name of your own self. Aligning your mind with that. And allow the conscious repetition of the name to release. Let your mind go. Just feel vibration, space that's left behind. And if the mantra continues without your permission, let it. And you can let the left hand remain on the leg or on the thigh, the lap, wherever it is. And bring your right hand up center with your chest, palm facing the heart, not touching the heart. So I'll let it hover just above the chest. It's not actually touching. And the mantra here is I am. So before you begin, you're imagining that in front of you, maybe there's a mirror. And in that mirror, there is your personal image of what you picture God to be, might be, any version. Again, it could be Ram, could be Sita, could be nature, could be a version of yourself, your own soul, whatever you'd like. But in that mirror, again, you are speaking to that image. So you begin keeping the hand close to your heart, I am. And then you extend the hand out, maybe a foot in front of your heart, still palm facing forward, speaking to that image, I am. And then you bring it back, hovering just in front of your own heart, I am. And then out, away from the heart, I am. And bring it back in, I am. And extend it back out, I am. And keep going like that, internally repeating the I am, or externally repeating it if you'd like. The I am that you are, and the I am cosmically that you are. Moving back and forth between the two, I am. I am. And keep going, moving the hand close to the heart and extending out, same energy of the heart. I am. I am. Keep going. Left hand can be resting however it wants to rest. You can bring thumb and first finger back together, leave the palm open. Unifying your presence in this body and this mind, the I am, we say lowercase I. that cosmic self, the I am, capital I, capital S, capital I, capital A. Letting the mind move back and forth between this feeling of your normal presence in yourself and that expanded vision, that expanded version. Every movement of the hand is a reaching out to that cosmic self and is a drawing in. Bring it back into the heart. I am. You don't have to know what I am means. No definition is necessary. There's just that flow between the self that you recognize, the cosmic self, God's self, to be realized. I am. I am. When other thoughts come in, just replace I am. It's like the repetition of the sacred name, the repeating simplest mantra, I am. Aligning yourself with what is deepest parts of you, below the surface level of the mind. This is meditation, is finding what is below the active layers of the mind. Make it a conscious movement of the hand. I am. I am. Don't lose sight of the image that you are extending the hand to. There's a connection, there's a flow. Words are not just words, they're a vessel. Your next repetition, release the mantra, release the hands. Again, letting your mind drop into an open place. Become aware of your awareness. As it rests on the sea of the breath, ocean of the thoughts. You can feel your awareness as it rests, like a little bird on the ocean waves. And though the awareness doesn't go anywhere, with your breath, extend it down all the way to the base of your spine. And as you exhale, feel the breath rising up the spine all the way to the top of the head, awareness extending to the top of the head. As you inhale, the breath moves all the way down the spine to the base. As you exhale, the breath moves all the way up to the top of the head. Inhaling down the spine, exhaling up the spine. And feeling that as the breath moves, the awareness stays in that point of stillness, resting. Like a little bird on the water. Continue to breathe the breath, inhaling down the spine, exhaling up the spine. If you'd like, come back to the mantra, Sita, Ram. Inhaling the sound Ram down the spine. Exhaling Sita up the spine. And if Sita and Ram don't quite make sense to you, your mind is struggling with it, go back to I am. Or simply use the word love. Inhale and exhale. Aligning yourself with Sita, Ram, love, I am. And bringing the awareness from wherever it feels like it is resting in the mind, drop it down to the space of the heart. And replace all mantras with the word love. And feel as though waves, like heat waves emanating from the heart, just expand out from you like ripples. So you're repeating the word love. And as you repeat it, it ripples out from you. It's an endless source moving through your heart. So you give it freely so it touches every corner of creation, not just this world, but all worlds. Not just the beings you know, but all beings. Don't worry about what it means or where it goes. You just repeat love and feel it emanate. Let go of all definitions of what love is or isn't. Universal love, unconditional love. Let yourself disappear into that. Become one with that. So with every breath, you are extending love. With every thought, you carry love with it like a piggyback, even if the thought itself doesn't feel loving. With every action, you extend love, even if you have no idea what it means to do that. Align yourself with it. And you will become it, because it's already what you are. Release the conscious repetition of the word. If it continues without your permission, let it. Give yourself permission to be at peace today. Whatever you do or do not have to do, you have permission to be at peace. Try not to pick up anything else. Come back to the feeling of your seat. Touch the edges of your skin with your mind. And bring the hands together in front of the heart center, palm to palm. Dropping the chin towards the chest, dropping the mind towards the heart. All we need is to keep bringing the mind into an awareness of, alignment of what is deeply embedded in us, which is love. So the words, the mantra, the practices are all just to bring that to the forefront, to the surface, so that there is nothing else. And that's what we call meditation, when we disappear into that. Our little I am becomes the big I am, and there's nothing else. You bow to the part of you that is not yet fully realized, to the part of you that is seeking to realize. And slide the thumbs up to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. A great rest of your day, great rest of your week until I see you again. If you're really excited about the Ram chanting, check out Krishna Das's website. There's like a million things going on this weekend, and probably recorded also, that is all chanting for Ram and Hanuman. So take a look, because there's a lot going on. So if these names mean something to you, continue with them, because the more you work with them, the more they will continue to uplift you and, as Hanuman says, rip open your heart. So if that's what you need more of, ripping open your heart, there's a lot that's being offered right now for that devoted purpose. So, and let me know how that went if you'd like, or just scoot off to the rest of your day. Again, remembering you have permission to go about it in a very peaceful way. Don't pick up the stress.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
You're welcome.
Beautiful class. Thank you.
See you guys soon.